Joining me now is historian and distinguished professor of history from American University, Allan Lichtman. We want to thank you for being here. You know, you correctly predicted 9 of the last 10 elections. Great track record. I know you think that Biden is still the best bet for Democrats to win in November, but you can't deny the calls for him to drop out are deafening. So what should Democrats do at this point?
All right. I'm going to give you my plan A and my plan B.
Great.
First of all, let me say all of these operatives and pundits and journalists who are calling for Biden to drop out have no system for predicting elections and no track record. And yet they claim they know what the Democrats should do to be predicted winners. As you know, I have a system which I'd say was right 10 of 10, including 2000, but we're not going to debate that tonight. And it taps into the structure of how elections really work as votes up or down on the strength and performance of the White House party. There are 13 keys. If 6 go against the White House party, they're predicted losers. Biden checks off the incumbency key and the contest key. That means 6 more would have to fall of the remaining 11 to predict their defeat. Biden just steps out and they have a big party brawl to replace him. They lose both those keys and only 4 would have to fall to predict their defeat. But here's my plan B. My plan A is Biden stays in. My plan B is, let's presume hypothetically, and I have no inside information, that the party pushes him out. Here's what he should do. He should resign the presidency for the good of the country. That would be a very popular move. Kamala would become president, checking off the incumbency. He would release his delegates to Harris, make sure that she's the consensus nominee, so you wouldn't have a party fight, and you would check off the contest key as well. So it would still take 6 keys for the Democrats to lose. That's the only way Biden should get out of this race and preserve Democrats' chance to win.
You know, as we follow that bouncing ball with these scenarios, polling averages in key swing states show that Biden is losing support. We've been talking about this. We know that these are the states that will clinch the election. So shouldn't Democrats be taking this seriously? I mean, I think that many are. But if Biden did drop out, could Vice President Harris win since she already is part of the ticket? You know, she's competitive against Trump in the latest polling as we take a look. In a Reuters Ipsos poll, it found Michelle Obama was the only Democrat who could beat Trump head-to-head by double digits, no less. She has never held elected office.
Take the polls and do to them what the great British philosopher David Hume said, do to works of superstition, consign them to the flames. Remember, all the polls and all the pundits were assuring us Hillary Clinton could not possibly lose in 2016. The eminent Sam Wang, the head of the Princeton Polling Consortium, said he was 99% confident based on the polls that Clinton would win and that he would eat a bug on television if she lost, and he did eat that bug. So, you know, if you want to be poll driven, that is the prescription down the primrose path of error. That's why I rely on the keys. And if Biden resigns and Harris becomes the president, that scrambles everything. And none of these keys mean a darn thing, but she secures the party contest key and the incumbency key. She's free of scandal. So there are only 4 other shaky keys that could fall: third party, possibly social unrest, foreign policy success, and foreign policy failure. So the Democrats would be in a very good position to win. A lot would have to go wrong for the Democrats to lose. Remember, I predicted Donald Trump against all the pundits and the pollsters in 2016, which did not make me very popular in 90% plus Democratic Washington, D.C., where I teach. So I think I have a record that people should take much more seriously than ephemeral polls, which are snapshots, not predictors.
Thanks so much for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.